Unfrosted. I watched it over the weekend, and I mean, the cast is extraordinary.
Oh, thank you.
Also, the writing is so distinctly different than what you'd see in a typical film. What were the biggest pain points of the process for you, of just the entirety of this project?
Walking onto a film set and being responsible for the camera angles, the actors' performances, my own performance. How many takes do we do before we move on? We're running out of time, we're running out of money. It's much different than TV. Doing the TV show was like going into your backyard, you know, and playing. Because eventually, that world was our world. We just knew every inch of it.
Right. I mean, not immediately, though.
Not immediately, but after a while.
Right.
But on a movie set, you know, you're going to locations you've never been. You're going to be there for 2 hours. You got to get this. It was fun. It was crazy. It's just crazy. But the people that I had around me, people like Melissa McCarthy and Jim Gaffigan and Amy Schumer, and it's so funny.
On and on. How do you get that cast together?
I don't know. I just asked them.
But I mean, that's how, right? I mean, because
Yeah,
you don't,
that's how.
like, it's you making a lot
Except for
of
Hugh Grant. He called me.
He called you and
Yeah, he said, I would
to...
like to be Tony the Tiger.
And you
I went,
said...
you're Tony the Tiger. He said, do I have to do an American accent? No, I go do whatever you want. I just wanted to meet him. I love the guy.
What about him playing Tony the Tiger really resonated with you? Because I know you said his character was pretty cool.
Our idea of Tony the Tiger was he was a failed Shakespearean actor who had to take this humiliating job because he couldn't make his car payments. But he really wanted to do Shakespeare, but he's forced to do Tony the Tiger. That's our idea of Tony the Tiger.
How was directing harder than you expected?
Oh, not with the amazing people that I had. They were wonderful. They were incredible. I mean, Hugh Grant is a total pain in the ass, which he told me he would be. We had so many fun fights.
Okay, like what?
I would say to him, you're English, you don't know anything about comedy. You know about wit. English people are witty. I go, there's no money in witty. We do comedy, we get big laughs in this country. And he would scream, I know a lot about comedy. He was the best. He was my favorite.
There was on-set blow-up that you kind of had to diffuse, right?
I think so, yeah. I think
Okay,
there were a few.
Explain the kind of most notable situation.
My
and how you
favorite
worked
one
through it.
was there's different teams on a movie, different departments. There was a prop guy who was a little tightly wired. And, you know, they arranged things, you know, like whoever started this fire and they put this stupid stuff here, you know. And some guy on the movie, he just lost it and started screaming at one of his assistants. And I went, everyone stop. I mean, screaming like crazy loud. I go, everyone stop. This is a Pop-Tart movie. None of this matters. We will not have any screaming. This is not important. I made a big deal out of the fact that this is not important. We're here to just make a silly movie.
You turned 70, April 29th.
Yeah.
I think you're doing press for the film that day.
Yeah.
I believe it premieres shortly thereafter.
Yeah.
But so it's not as if you have much time to celebrate the birthday. But how do you view turning 70?
I'm not really that interested in me or my age, or I'm just on this ride like everybody else. It's just like, okay, it's like Disneyland. You're just on this little cart going along the track and you're going, all right, so we're gonna make a turn now. I wonder what's gonna be around the turn. So I don't care.
I've heard you talk a lot about like what still motivates you and the arc in the creative process. How would you assess where your talent is today relative to whatever you think its peak can be?
Peak can be. I still have to get to the peak. I'm not there. Wow, that's
I'm asking you.
Exhausting. You know, I let the audience tell me how I'm doing, and they keep coming, and they clap, and they laugh. So that's it. We're all going through this ride together. To me and whoever the people are that like what I do. I want to make this ride better for them. You know, that's what I live for. I want to put a smile on as many faces as I can. And that's a pretty good life if you get to be someone doing that. So I don't care where it's going or where I'm at. I'll be on stage tonight, and if they laugh, I know, okay, we're still doing something right. And that's what I care about.